Oh, hello there. Welcome back to Crafters TV. I am absolutely loving this show already. Do you know why? Because I'm sat down. This doesn't happen very often. And also the Craft House is all about us getting our mates round, having a bit of a chit chat, and just basically having a lovely time really, and doing some fabulous crafting. I've got lots of special guests today. Today, of course, we're going to be looking at, within the Craft House, the Year of Craft, which I am so excited about the Year of Craft, because it will be the first time that I've had the opportunity to get my hands on it. This is the first show that I've presented with the Year of Craft. So that is coming up, of course, in the show. We've got a fantastic deal for you on that as well. But I'm not alone, no. The first of my fabulous guests, of course, is my good friend, the lovely Debbie Robinson. We are together. Debbie, do you know what? Shows with you, they're like buses. I've waited months for them. We get 6 of them all at the same time.
I know, Joe, I know. Can you put up with me for that long? We're into number 3 or number whatever it is that we've got all together. But yeah, I'm excited about this one. Craft House is my favourite show that we do here at Crafters Companion. I love it. I love the interaction. I love the fact that we get special guests in. And I love some of the products that we've got on today especially. So I'm really excited about this one, Joe. I don't know about you.
Oh, I cannot wait. You're getting absolutely loads. So much included in here in this collection. Loads of you are already chatting away with me this morning. There, of course, is the Year of Craft. That is what we'll be featuring in this show. We've got loads of other great products on the show for you as well. So definitely get yourself over to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, where you will be able to see all of those awesome products that are coming up. Loads of you chatting away already. I can see here we have got Fred from California. There is Carol in North Carolina. Mark's in Florida. Ro is in Delaware. Peg from Indiana. Mandy's in Sussex. Rachel's in Lincolnshire. There is absolutely loads of you chatting away with us today, which we absolutely love. Now, we have got one very special crafter as well that we are going to be chatting away with throughout the entirety of this show, because I love a bit of a chat. And we have got Tanya on the line from Pennsylvania. How are you, Tanya? Unfortunately, I can't hear Tanya in the studio. She's saying happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, Tanya. I'm not a lip read. Right, we're going to sort out, we're having some technical gremlins, which means I'm unable to hear Tanya. So, no, we can't hear Tanya. Right, we'll get that sorted out and we'll come back.
Hi, Joe.
Oh, there she is! Yay!
Can hear you.
We got you. Sorry, cut off in your prime there. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm really, really good, thank you. I'm so pleased that you're going to be on the show with us today, that you've been able to join us. I'm guessing, is it bright and early there? What's the time there? What's the time where you are?
It's not too bad. East Coast in Pennsylvania. The time is right now 11 p.m. 11 a.m.
11 a.m. Well, that's good. I'm glad we haven't woken you up too early, Tanya. Is it cold in Pennsylvania this time of year?
It's a little chill, but don't want to leave the door open too long, but it's fine to leave open for a few minutes.
Okay, it's all about the layers by the sound of it in Pennsylvania, which I'm here for. I'm here for the layers, I'm here for the textures. Tanya, we're going to have you on the show. We're going to be dropping in on you throughout the course of the show. Just quickly though, to get us started, how long have you been crafting for, and how did you discover Crafts Companion?
So I started crafting in my 20s, kind of as a way to take some cost out of some things I wanted to do, and along the way stumbled into something I just enjoyed doing for fun regardless. And I'm so sorry, I forgot the second question.
How long have you been, how did you discover Crafters Companion? How did that happen?
So I knew the name, but I hadn't really had much exposure to the products. But this past August, with all of the things going on in the world, I caught a few of the YouTube suggestions, and I've been hooked ever since.
Okay. Awesome. Right, well, Tanya, I tell you what, I'm gonna run through some of the products. Debbie's gonna do a bit of demonstrating as well, and then we're gonna come back and drop in on you if that's all right. We won't just do it randomly, don't worry. We'll let you know. We'll give you fair warning. So, but we're gonna speak to you lots through the show, which I'm really excited about. So we'll speak to you very, very soon.
Great, thank you.
Brilliant. Right, now, of course, the show is all about the year of crafts. This incredible box that we launched recently. You guys as well have been busy shopping away before the show. I need to let you know that 10% of the stock has already gone. That is before I've even brought in the details and introduced you to the concept of this. Now, what you've got in here is loads of stuff. You can see everything that is in here. This is all about you investing in a product that is going to take you all through the year. You've got paper and card in here. In fact, all the paper and card that you can see laid out over here is actually within that box as well. That's an extra option I'm going to take you through in a moment. You've got things like templates in here, which are awesome. Lots of things like embossing folders. There's a huge selection of metal dies in here as well. If you take a look, every one of these drawers absolutely stuffed full of incredible products, as you can see. So you've got your dies in there. You've got clear stamps, absolutely loads of them. There's metal dies and clear stamp sets together. You know you love a stamp and die cut selection. So many ribbons and embellishments as well in there. You've actually going to get as well loads of projects in here too. And the great thing is, if you're buying it today, we're going to give you the ring binder totally free of charge, which is awesome. And there is 30 projects in here to get you going immediately. There is a gorgeous introduction to the year of craft. Now, the thing is, it's a year of craft. I know there's 30 projects in this one, but there are going to be further additions and installments of this product as we go along and through the year. So you're going to get the binder. And what you've got in essence is you've got issue 1's projects all in here, but there's going to be 6 issues in total. So this is something that you're going to be able to build on throughout the year. Look at some of these awesome projects, sour cream containers to September weddings. They're all really modern. It's all like the kind of stuff I'd expect to see on like Pinterest and Etsy. It's really that kind of vibe, which I love. So you're going to get the binder included for free when you get it today, which is absolutely awesome. Now, you've got a great deal on this. It should be $159.98. That should be your price, is what you should be looking at. As you can see, today, $129.99. Club Inspired Platinum members, $103.99 if you're in the UK. $199.95 is what it should have been. Platinum members today in the US can get this for $127.99. And you've got that £30 or $30 binder included for you as well, which is fantastic. Now, I know some of you already bought the Year of Craft, whether you bought it when we launched it here at Crafters TV or you bought it when we launched over on HSN, then you've already got it. A lot of you, though, I have already heard comment about how much you've loved the papers that are in here. Now, all of these papers that I'm about to flick through for you, they are included in the Year of Craft. But lots of you have asked about how you can get a second set of those papers. And this is exactly what we've got for you right here. So you've got 72 sheets here in your printed papers, which is fantastic. And then what you've got, that one there, that's 8x8, 160 GSM. This one, oh, this is gorgeous cardstock. This one is 300 GSM. And with this one, you've got, again, a 72 sheets there of that one. So for £26, you've got 144 sheets, which is really great value. Now, the great thing is about these are all colour coordinated and designed, of course, to work with the projects that are already in the Year of Craft. But what I think is great about going for the extra ones, if you know that you're going to want to make multiples of those 30 projects that are in there, you know that you're going to have enough in there to get you started. Club Inspired Platinum members, you want to get your hands on this, £20.80 or $26.40 to get your hands on that, which is awesome. There's loads of other stuff coming up in the show as well, which is brilliant. So we've got the mix and match sentiments coming up for you in this show. These are awesome. So popular ever since we launched them. We'll be seeing those a little bit later today. £72 or $83. We've also got some cut and emboss folders on the show for you as well. These were a very recent launch. In here you're going to get the candy cane, the floral frame, the open window, the sunburst, and the Be Happy. Inspire Platinum members, £40 or $47.10 is your price. We've got some crafty essentials on the show for you as well. You're going to get that swivel craft knife there. You're going to get the brush, the blending eggs. You're going to also get the tweezers and squeezers in there as well. £18 or $28 there is your price. Right, over to you, Debbie. I mean, have you done the show with this before yet? I mean, this is my first time, and I'm really, really excited already. What I should have said also is if you have this, as I know thousands of you now do, please send me your photographs to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we'll share some of them as we go through the show. But for anyone that hasn't yet got their hands on it, that's not seen, that hasn't had the pleasure of rummaging through those drawers, Debbie, how awesome is this box?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I should have had a show with this just before Christmas, but obviously the grandson decided to make an appearance a little bit sooner, so I got to miss out on the show. I was here for a preview, so I actually got to rummage around in one, and then I was kindly given one to have a good play with, and that's what we're doing today. But this is a fabulous, let's just take a look at it just for a second. This is a beautiful box that is going to look absolutely gorgeous on your shelves, and it's handy to have because you've got this drawer system, this 3-tier drawer system, where everything is stored in there, so you don't have to start popping them into ring binders and things like that. You can keep it all in your drawers nice and neat. So I'm going to do an unboxing, if I may. Shall we go in my top drawer? Let's go in the top drawer there. Hello, Joe.
Hello.
Right, hang on a minute. There we go. Hey, it's all right. I'll let you off, George. I'll let you off.
Good job, I
It's been a
weren't
long
doing
day.
anything I shouldn't be then, wasn't it?
I thought I were unboxing you, Joe, for a moment.
Steady on.
So in my first top box, you can see I've got some nice goodies in here. Let's have a delve inside. So we've got things like embossing folders in here. And I say embossing folders, look at the gorgeous patterns on those, Joe. These are really gorgeous. A lovely leaf scroll on there, a lovely wood bark on there. We've got some sentiment ones as well, just for you, and happy birthday to you. I've also got in this one, I've got all my card blanks of very different style of cards here. So we've got from the big square ones, and I'll tell you at measurements, so I've got that right. It's a 6x6. We've got a 4x6, a 5x7, and then a lovely dinky one. And let's not take away from dinky cards. They're 3x3, and I love those. I think they're really fabulous. So you've got all your card blanks in there. Then we've got some of my favourites, Joe. Love gems, and I'm a lover of having the ones that don't have the sticky back on, so that you can design where you want them to go and use your glues and things like that. But look at the array of colours. So we've got the beautiful, like what I call a sparkly gem. And then we've got those beautiful pearls as well. And the colourways in here all match. You can see these are all matching ones as we go around there. So again, really lovely to have. We've also got some beautiful, they're like a droplet effect, these. They're really lovely, and they're clear. Now, these are the adhesive-backed ones, so you can just peel them off, pop them onto your project, and they give a real lovely effect. We've also got a template, and I say a template, a stencil template in here, and then you've also got your lovely little welcome note as well. That was just in my top drawer, Joe. There's more, and there is more. There's a lot more. I
can't wait to see what's in your bottom drawer, Debbie.
You what, sorry?
Can't wait to see what's in your bottom drawer.
Oh, I see, young man. Let's go into my middle one. Let me pull this out. Now, let's have a little gander in this middle drawer, because in here, it's full of stamps and dies and ribbons. So I've got a set of metal dies. I love these because they're like a nesting die. You've got your largest down to your very smallest on that one. So that's your lovely heart dies. I'm going to bring all dies out actually, because let me delve deep into here, Joe. Let me delve deep into here. One of my favourite dies in this collection, and I'm going to be using it on the show, is this beautiful scalloped die, and it really is gorgeous. It's got that lovely lace effect. And again, you could use this in multiple ways around boxes. That's how I'm going to use it on mine. I'm going to use it as a decoration around a box. We also have, I love this one, the globe die set, which has actually got, and I'll leave it to one side in a moment, it's got a matching stamp set with it, Joe. This one is the beautiful florals and the foliage. We've got all those lovely dies on there as well. We've got this beautiful tree set stamp here, and even down to the fact it's got a lovely little robin. You can stamp die cut them in white and then take your coloured in mediums.
No
to colour them
carrots in that one, is there?
There's no what?
No carrots in that one.
No carrots in
Oh,
that
good.
one, no.
Just checking,
No
just
carrots in
checking.
that one. And then we've got this lovely metal die here, which acts as well. And I'm going to put this to one side because there's something extra that goes with this one. I love this one, Joe, and I know you'll appreciate this one. A tag topper.
Oh,
a lovely decorated
yes.
tag topper, so to speak. Really beautiful. You can use that in just at the top of your card, or you could use them on both ends. I love that one. That's a fabulous addition. Now then, we've still got more dies because we've got sentiments on here. And this one is happy birthday, hello. And don't do what I said. Do you know what I thought that said? Lover. Silly old me. It's the lovely font, it's the lovely script. So it's this beautiful script that you've got on there, but a lovely set of dies, and nice size dies as well, Joe. Absolutely fabulous. Then we're not to be outdone. We've got, let me just grab a sheet of white cardstock to show you just how many stamps are on this. Ooh. Goodness me. And there are a lot of stamps on here.
So much taken care of. Such a good spectrum of occasions.
This is what I love about this, and I'll tell you something else I love about this. You've got your good looks and your get well soons. You've got season greetings, Mother's Day, Father's Day, deck the halls. We've got Halloween on here. I love that one because there's not many places that deal with Halloween. I love that one. You've got sorry, you've got be mine, home, years, Thanksgiving. So you can mix and match these. What I love about it though as well, which I think is just really great, is the different scripts that they've got on here. So you've got some nice clear script, font, and then this beautiful script font as well. So again, lots of different occasions on there. But we're not done, Joe. We're not done with the stamps because we've got more. Look at this one. This is all of your months. So this means you can do things like personalise your cards, your birthday cards, your scrapbooks, whatever it is you want. You've got your days of the week, you've got numbers on here. So birthdays and anniversaries, it's covering all sorts of occasions. And this is what I love. Is my favourite spelt the American way, but is my favourite spelt the UK way as well, which I think is really lovely little added touch on there. And then we've got some more stamps. Now, talking of the stamps, I told you about that die. You've got these beautiful wreaths that will fit inside this one, which is why we've left this die set absolutely to fit over there, and it just means that you're going to be able to use different ones. And I love this again. You've got this beautiful floral one, roses in this one, you've got butterflies, you've got a different style of flower, but that one I absolutely adore. You've got stars and love hearts, and oh, it's just absolutely glorious. And again, congratulations, get well soon, birthday wishes with love. So got some sentiment stamps on there, and thank you. This is really like a box that is going to last you a long, long time. But I'm not done with stamps, Joe. I've got some more. We've got a happy birthday cake on here. We've even got things like your confetti. Make me a wish, celebrate. It's a party. Let's party, not it's a party, Debbie. Let's party. So many candles.
It's always
I
a
love
party
that.
when you're here, Debbie.
Oh, bless your little heart. And then you've got your numbers and even your ordinals on there as well. Oh. Get me posh
I know.
For me. Get me.
Plethora. We've had plethora and ordinals today.
Exactly, exactly. Now then, I mentioned this die earlier, and we've got a set of stamps that's going to go along with this one. So this beautiful globe, you can put the globe in it if you want, or you can put some florals in, which I just think is really lovely. You've got adventure awaits, you mean the world to me, bon voyage, you make my world a better place, and then a lovely set of suitcases on there as well. So that's going to come in useful for lots of things as well. We have got in here, is there any more dies, Aiden? Let me just, come here, you, that's it. Oh my goodness, this is, I'm telling you.
Is this only the middle drawer?
This is the middle drawer still.
Shut the middle drawer.
Exactly, not even in the bottom drawer yet. So we've got all our lovely, these are a set of nesting dies that are down to a little precision from your largest down to the smallest. You can use these in multiple sets of ways as well. We've got vellum inserts in here, so you've got lots of different sayings. And I say lots of different sayings. Just going to open it up so you can see it. Have you noticed I've not taken everything out of my bags just yet? Just yet, she says. That'll probably change over the next few days.
It's going to happen.
But you've got some beautiful, beautiful vellum sheets on there as well. And not to be outdone, we've got larger ones, so you've got some more in there. You've even got, and if you've noticed, these fit in all of the size of the cards. So you've got a lovely vellum insert there for your 6x6 and a nice one because that's like a birthday one, so you're not having to look for any verses or anything. Whew. Now then, I'm not come up for air yet. We've got lots of ribbons, and these colour tones I just think are absolutely fabulous, cover all sorts of occasions. So you've got your thickest ones, your medium ones and your small ones. And this is that grow grain effect, you know, that beautiful ribbed effect. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Love that.
We've also, oh, missed that one out there. That's another ribbed one there. We've got, oh no, missed another one out. Look at this. You can tell I've
So
been
you've got
using this
each
one.
colourway in 3 sizes?
Absolutely,
Oh, awesome.
absolutely. And then you've also got your satin ribbon. And let me just hold this up so you can see just how much ribbon. Oh, wait a minute. That's still my grow grain ribbon. Look, still there. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. There we go. Oh, my goodness, all that ribbon. That is a lot of ribbon. And then the dinky little one hasn't been left out. That little 3x3 has got its own vellum sheets as well. Super,
so that's
super cute.
everything in the middle drawer.
That's my middle drawer. Do you want to see my bottom drawer, Joe?
Always.
Hey, let's go in and have a delve in here. So when you bring this out now, did you remember in my top drawer, we had those card blanks?
Yeah.
Got the matching envelopes.
Oh.
So you've got your little dinky one, you've got your 5x7, wait a minute, 4x6, 6x6 and your 5x7 as well. So you've got matching envelopes in there too. And then I love this.
So you've got 48 envelopes and 48 card blanks in here. So even if you just use the card blanks and envelopes included, that is 48 projects that you're going to make straight off the bat.
Absolutely.
Just from cards. That's without all the other great stuff that's in here.
Absolutely. Now, you were talking about those patterned papers that are in that card that you can buy extra. Well, you've got your own set in here to be getting yourself started with. And I'm not talking like 2 or 3 sheets. I'm talking, oh my goodness, look how many are in here. It's absolutely incredible value, this. That's all the patterned ones. You've then got all of, just pop that back in there, Joe, for a second,
so you've
before
got
I drop everything everywhere.
48 sheets of the printed papers and 36 sheets of the
Yep.
coloured card stock
And it
in
is
there.
gorgeous quality. This is really heavyweight cardstock. This is absolutely fabulous. So that is all your plain stuff. So that is, just for now, what is in the box. And this means you can keep it all together, Joe. So let me just wait a minute. Put your box in front of you, Deb, so you can see what you're doing. There we go. Get that box back in there, and you've got everything all loaded up in your box, ready to go. But let's not forget the ring binder with the projects, or as our Sarah calls it, the recipe book, because this is a crafter's recipe book. It's exactly what that is, with step-by-step instruction. Look at me leaning over my neck. What do I think I'm doing? Lumberjack here. Let me pop that down there for a second.
It's like you were walking down the high street with a sort of, you know, a stereo, 80s stereo on your shoulder, Debbie. What would you be listening to? Bucks Fizz? That's what would be coming out of it. Absolutely.
Yes, you know me and all my 80s music. But I love this because it's got all your recipe cards in it. Now, what I've separated mine up. What I've done is I've put all my beginner ones at the front, and then I go on to the what we call the intermediate. Let me just show you as well. These are going to be finished cards. Look at that. That looks
gorgeous.
incredible. And it's step-by-step instruction from everything that you need from your craft box and how long it's going to take you, roughly how long it's going to take you, and also any additional items that you might need to use. But what I love about these are the top tips that they give you and the instructions, but they also give you other ideas on what to use with the rest of the craft kit so that you've got different ideas as well. And then you've got these lovely little pockets where you can put your things inside. So I could put my finished card inside there. I could then pop up all my instructions again, chop up all my bits, pop them in there and be ready to have a card all handy to have in there. And I've done that with all these, all the way through from my beginners to me, what I call the intermediates. One of my favourites in this, let me just... I can't do it upside down. I don't know how she does it, Sarah. Upside down and back to front. I don't know how she does it. It's a skill. It's an acquired skill. But things like your cards, and I love this card. This card is absolutely beautiful. Using some of the elements in there, from your ribbons to your beautiful border. And again, you've got the space, like what I've already done. I've got my bits already chopped up. I'm going to pop my card in there. Let me move that out of the way. Pop my card in there so I know that I can have all the bits ready to hand, which I just think is really useful to have these pockets in as well. And that carries on all the way through, Joe. And I love the idea of what's coming next, because it's not long to wait, is all I'm going to say.
Oh, is it not long?
It's not long at all. I'm not going to say much more than that.
When?
I'm not going to say much more than that because I get into trouble. So, yeah, it's absolutely fabulous. And a lovely ring binder to match your box as well, keeping everything together. If I may, before we get ready for my first demo, I'm going to show you a few things that you can
may.
make.
Absolutely.
So, these are some of the projects that you can create using those dies. That's that beautiful globe one with the stamp and the die that cuts it all out for you. These are the papers. This is one of those sentiments on there. We're talking about easel cards, showing you how to make your easel cards. If you're brand new to crafting, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. If you're an advanced crafter, it's going to be absolutely fantastic because we're covering absolutely everything, every occasion, every skill level. Love that one. That one created using those nesting dies. How striking is that, Joe, with those papers? Covers as well, if you've noticed. We've got masculine colours, we've got feminine colours in here. And I'm just going to flick through a few of the different projects that you're going to be able to make. And let's not forget, if you've got, if you've got that, what's it called? Creative juices flowing. That's the word I'm looking for. You're going to be able to take this booklet, this recipe card, and you're going to be able to create your own kind of things that you want to make and literally build up a library of it. You could put little pieces of scrap in there with all your different instructions for different cards that you've made, but it's absolutely fabulous. We're going to be showing you lots of things through this next, I was going to say 2 hours, but it's an hour and a half now. We're going to be showing you lots of different things.
You know there's a lot of stuff in something, Debbie, when it's half an hour into the show. We haven't even got to the first demonstration. I need to read some comments out because the comments are literally on fire. Rose says, love the Year of Crafts. Had the distinct pleasure of doing the live with Sarah Davies. Lucy loves that she's made it to a live finally. Victoria says, so excited, I've been waiting. I've been loving all the Year of Craft projects I've seen in the Facebook group so far. And Mary as well saying, hello Debbie, love your shows today. I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm ready to break into my Year of Craft. You guys have been sending us pictures already. Please, please do. If you've been making projects with this, I would love to see them. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to see them. Send them to, sorry. We're going to look at the first one from Ro, who joined us joined Sarah for her live for the Year of Crafts. And look how gorgeous this first project is. Really, really lovely. What I'm loving about all of these Year of Craft projects is the composition of them, Debbie. I think there's something very modern and very, very funky about it. Mary Ahada, a friend of the show, the lovely Mary from Tennessee. Really, really gorgeous. Debbie as well. Debbie's waving at me frantically. I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on?
Because I've been off since before Christmas, Joe.
Yeah.
And I got lovely mail this morning when I got here. Make sure I've got it the right way around. And it's my lovely Mary.
Ah, fantastic.
So, Mary, I've got it. Oh, my God, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Stunning, isn't it?
I love parchment too, so this is absolutely stunning. Mary, thank you so much. That is absolutely gorgeous, and I will treasure it. So thank you very much for my lovely card. Thank you.
How awesome. Mary's been very busy as well. She's done this one for us as well. Loving that. Really gorgeous.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful as well. Oh, that's really lovely.
Karen's been busy as well. Loads of you sending loads of pictures in. How awesome is that, Debbie?
That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
that is absolutely gorgeous.
Another Karen Holmes, has sent these in. All of them beautiful. All very different though, Debbie.
Oh my goodness, Karen, you've been busy. But look at that, and you know they're the projects from the magazine, from our lovely recipe book.
The binder?
The binder, the recipe book, Joe, recipe book, let's get it right.
You call it what you want. We all speak Debbie now anyway.
But it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That's a real plethora of cards there. Beautiful. That's gorgeous, Karen.
And Joanne sent this one in. I thought these were macaroons for a little while, and then I realised they are not. They're suitcases. That's how my brain obviously wants to see food instead of furniture. But beautiful still.
It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
And she sent this one into us as well, which again is good. Love the background there, love the font as well. If you have made things with the Year of Craft, then please, please, please do send us in pickies of those makes. And you can do that by emailing studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Right. I know Debbie is desperate to do a quick demonstration for us, and then we're going to go back to the lovely Tanya and have a little chat with her as well. Loads of comments coming in too. If you want to chat with me, as always, in the usual ways, across on Facebook as Crafters TV. Make sure you're in the live feed there. If you're over on YouTube, then of course, Crafters Companion over there. If you want to watch and shop at the same time, if you want to see what else is in the show, there's so much stuff on the show. always get yourself over to the website crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au and make sure you click that Shop the Show button to see everything that's coming up. Right, Debbie, where are we going to start?
I'm going to start with something super quick, super easy, and looks really effective. What's round the corner, Joe?
Valentine's?
He's thinking. You read my mind.
Hey!
You're on the same wavelength there. Absolutely. Valentine's is just round the corner and you can knock up some real quick cards, but they look stunning. And I think sometimes the less is more. It looks lovely. When you keep it nice and clean and simple, although saying that with these gorgeous papers, I've already backed and I've taken the liberty of jumping ahead because I'm going to try and cram a lot in here, but I'm dying to see what Tanya's been doing as well. So I need to just try and speed craft a little bit this afternoon. So I've taken one of the 6x6 cards. I've also taken one of the beautiful, and I say deep, it's like a deep red.
It's almost a bit tartan, isn't it?
It is very tartan. So I've taken the tartany paper and matched it up with the red colour there. So that is the red there. But I was doing a bit of clevering, but I've stuck it down and then I meant to tell you afterwards. I did a bit of gutting.
Okay,
So
wonderful.
so behind this, there's actually a square piece missing because I wanted to make my cardstock go a long way. So that's what I've done. I've already stuck that down. And for anybody asking, I always take a 1/4 of an inch off when it comes to matting and layering. Me and Craig are thinking very much along the same wavelengths on that. So I've taken this is 6x6, that's 5 3/4 square, and that's 5 1/2 square, so that you know that that's going to get that perfect mat and layers. But I'm going to use one of the dies from this beautiful Love Heart set, and I'm going to take a piece of, and I'm saying a piece, I'm using scraps, Joe, I'm using scraps, and I'm going to bring it in. If you've got a mini, then you're going to be able to get this done very, very quickly, or a MIDI, or any of your machines. Just pop that into the folder, pop it through your mini.
Have you got your hands on the MIDI yet?
Oh, please, please. Well loved my mini it is, and so
No,
is
the
my
MIDI.
MIDI. Oh, I've got my MIDI.
That's what I said. Have you got your hands on your MIDI yet?
Of course. Do you know, it goes in fact, it's actually in the boot of my car. My mini and my MIDI.
Don't
I
say
take
that.
them
Someone will be
everywhere.
round breaking into it in the car park.
No one knows what your car looks like. They don't know what it looks like.
They would have to get through that swimming pool that's outside of melted snow. Honestly, it's like an ice rink out there again today, isn't it,
Well,
Debbie?
you saw me this morning, didn't you, Joe, when I was coming in? Our lovely Adam, he had to I was trying to wheel everything in. The thick ice that was on I was pushing. It was like we're having a workout, I'm not kidding. Just getting a few yards from the car park into here. But now the rain's been coming down, Joe. It's like a swamp out there. It's like a swamp.
I've got my snorkel and my flippers ready to get back to the car after our last show, so I'll help you out, don't you worry.
Now, I've taken some of the white from there as well, and I'm just wondering, it might have to go through me MIDI, that, Joe. Just hang fire while I go and grab my
Loads of
MIDI.
people still chatting away. Maxine Skingsley saying, having a lovely day watching Debbie and Joe. Jean saying, Debbie and Joe, I miss you both. Well, no longer. We're back here together. Woohoo! Mary, of course, saying the Year of Craft is the best kit ever. Love mine. And Josie says, got mine, waiting to open, so excited. You two are hilarious, still chuckling about Debbie's rabbit's carrot.
Oh, no. Oh, no, we're not talking about that. No. You'll just say, just go back and watch the programme. That's all I'm saying on catch-up. That's if they keep it on, Joe. Hey dear. Right, so I'm just going to run that through my MIDI. That was slightly bigger, so you can get the gist of how big that die is. That was slightly bigger than a 3x6 plate there. So I'm just going to pop that to one side. And then all I've got now is literally, look at this, pop my Love Heart in the centre of the circle. And you can see there, I'm going to literally lift that off with a piece of foam pad. And you can check, the foam pads, we love the foam pads here. You know how Craig loves his foam pads. They'll be on the website, and I'm just going to pop that into the middle. And we did say this was going to be quick, super speedy crafting, and it really is. I'm going to bring in this square. Now, this square is 4x4, and I'm just going to pop that onto the, what's happened to me? Where's my glue gone, Joe? Where's my glue gone? Tell you what, tape pen. Good job I've got that to hand. I'm going to pop that in the centre. And then I'm just going to show you, but the die itself, you've got these dies there. Happy birthday, the hello, and the love. And now all I've done is run it through with a piece of glitter cardstock. That's going to go through the centre of my love heart. And we're just going to pop that through and talk about super speedy and super quick. Bring back in my card base. Make sure I've got it the right way around. Pop that in, and then I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm just going to pop this. And this is what this Year of Craft box is. You have got those recipe cards, but you're going to be able to literally make whatever you want. Get creative. Use the recipe card if you need it. We've got some stamps on here as well. So, Jo, will you be mine?
Will I be your... You're always...
Oh, bless
all of
you.
me.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm just going to pop that onto there, and then I'm just going to finish this off with a few of the gems. Now, I've run my gems through my Xyron machine, but these gems are what you... Do you know in that... Do you remember me top box, Jo? My top drawer?
I remember your top box, yep.
Yep, so these were in there. Those were in the little tub, and these are the sparkly gems, I call them. So all I'm going to do is pop one in each corner. And then I'm just going to pop, because I haven't got my corners spare there, I'm just going to pop it onto there. And then I'm literally going to pop a few of these to bring my little love heart to life a little bit. We've got one, we've got two, and this is, I've not even used any ribbon. Not you, and we've got, I mean, you've seen how much ribbon is in there. That's just a very quick, simple card, ready for Valentine's Day, and it took a few minutes to put together.
Who are you going to be sending that to then, Debbie? Are you sending any this year?
No. I mean, I could send one to Peter Kay, but I'm not
Maybe
sure
I could give it to my mate.
Of course, that's it. It's going to Peter Kay.
I don't think... I mean, we could try.
We could try.
We could try and get it to him. I think he'd be flattered.
Yeah.
It is getting really busy. What I needed to let you know is that now... I didn't think I'd be saying this 40 minutes into the show. A fifth of the stock, 20% of the stock has sold out and gone. If you're watching the show back at a later date, definitely check that website for the stock situation. Loads of you chatting away. Please keep getting your comments in. And also, make sure you're still sending me those photos to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Right, we're going to cross live back to Pennsylvania, where Tanya is. How are you getting on over there? Now, Tanya, what was it that, when you saw the Year of Craft, what was it about it that made you take the leap and grab yours?
I love recipe cards.
Awesome.
I wanted the opportunity to get to work with different design ideas, and with them, not just the recipes themselves, but see what ways I want to take them, correct them.
Absolutely, it's really absolutely stuffed full, isn't it? Now, I'm desperate to know what you think about the projects that are included, but I'm also desperate to see some of the things that you've been making, because a little birdie tells me they are fabulous. So, do you want to take us through a few bits?
Sure. So I'm really looking forward to playing with the note cards. Haven't done it yet, but I did get to play with other. So one was expressed for good luck. A good luck card.
Oh, I love that.
I love that one.
I thought with St. Patrick's Day coming up and my family being Scots Irish, I would kind of a little bit. So I made this and made it for St. Patrick's Day.
Top of the morning.
Gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
Thank you. And then there's another one I'm going to show you right now. Give me a second to pull out the card. It is the Damask Love recipe. So it's this one.
Oh, yeah.
That looks awesome.
And then I retooled a little bit so that I can give it to my husband. We're coming up on 20 years this year.
Oh,
So,
congratulations.
and that's what I did. So I worked with the wood grain instead of the damask on the recipe card. Trying to get this centered.
There it is. You had it. You got it.
So toned the materials down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Just for
Beautiful.
men.
Yeah, and I guess what that shows then is, you know, you've got those the projects in there, but I guess, would you say that people shouldn't be afraid to experiment, get outside the box a little bit, maybe change some of them or put their own, you know, do their own thing with it a little?
Absolutely. And if a recipe isn't exactly your taste, you can tune it any way you want.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right, I've got loads of questions that I'm dying to ask you. Right, I want to know because I think I know the answer. It all looks very well organised behind you. Right, everything looks like it's got its place and stuff. So I need to know: is that just a mirage you have created for your appearance on the Craft House, or are you actually a very well organised crafter?
I've had to be. I've been a bit of a craft collector for a while. I didn't get to this level so that I could sit here and pull out right what I want to play with and know what I have. Scary thing, I actually have a spreadsheet of all of the words and phrases so that I could find the one I want and then grab it right out of my stack.
Wow.
That is impressive. It really, really is impressive. Do you ever remember what the first thing you made was when it comes to crafting?
I started with stamping and embossing. I was card making, and it was back when I was daydreaming about my wedding to my husband, and started playing with the pigment inks and embossing powders.
Oh,
and
awesome!
I did make our wedding invites. So.
What is your husband's name? Give him a shout. Is he a facilitator / enabler of the crafting? Is what we need to know, because we have crafty enablers and crafty disablers when it comes to husbands. So we need to know where your one sits.
So I'm kind of halfway between the Facebook memes you've probably seen about how the husband found the craft stash and it's the guest bedroom, and when you pull the cover back, it's all storage containers. Bed, there's no frame. And he's actually right now, keeping the dogs away and kind of holding down the fort at the house for these 2 hours here so that there won't be interruptions, hopefully.
Oh, he sounds absolutely, yeah. I can see why you're 4 years in. Absolutely, he sounds like a definite keeper. Right, it's lovely to chat to you. We're going to drop in again on you in a little while, if that's all right, because I know Debbie's got loads more that she wants to share with us, and I want to have a look at some more of the stuff that you've been making too, if that's okay.
Perfect.
Brilliant. Right, it is getting really, really busy on the Year of Crafts. Easy to understand why when you think about the sheer volume of the contents of this box. You're looking at over 2,000 elements within here. When you break it down at what you're paying, I mean, even if you just made the amount of cards that you have card blanks, you've got 48 card blanks and 48 envelopes. So there's 48 projects off the bat that you're going to create immediately. I know you're going to be making so many more than that, because what you've got in here as well is printed papers and coloured cardstock. So you've got your 48 sheets of printed papers, 36 sheets of coloured card. You can get 72 more sheets of each. I'll tell you about that in just a second. Now you've got your templates in here. You've got embossing folders. You've actually got 4 embossing folders in this collection. So many metal dies in here as well. I think you've got around about 40 metal dies in total in here, which is absolutely awesome. You've got loads of stamps as well. You've actually got over 100 stamps in this box. You've got stamps and dies as well, loads of those. Ribbons too, oh my word, so much ribbon. 18 of the grosgrain, 18 of the satin in there as well. And then of course you've got all your embellishments. You've actually got thousands of pearls and embellishments within here. And also what I love about it is that you get the binder. Now the binder itself should be £30. We're throwing that in today completely free of charge. What you're getting is the binder, of course, and then all of that awesome inspiration which we've been showing you as we've been going through the show. It really is awesome. Now remember, the Year of Craft is just this element, or this instalment of the Year of Craft is just the starting point. There are going to be 5 further issues of the Year of Craft as we go through the year. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to, buy them in order to use this. Everything you've got here in this box, you've got projects to use on all of those. So whether you get this, you love it, and you don't buy any further episodes or installments of it, that's absolutely fine. It is gorgeous, and it is standalone in its own right. I don't think there's anyone out there that's going to buy this initial installment of it, sort of the starter collection, and not come back and get those 5 extra issues which will be coming up as well. It is very, very busy. Over a fifth of the stock now has sold out and gone. If you want more of the papers and the cardstock, absolutely, we can furnish you with those. So you get 48 of the printed papers included. In this bundle, you get an extra 72. You also get the 36 of the coloured card sheets in here, you'll get an extra 72 of those. So you're looking at an extra 144 sheets in total there. £26. If you're in the club, however, that's £20.80 as a platinum member, or £26.40 as a platinum member if you are in the US. What I should also say and didn't say as well, no matter where you are, if you're paying, no matter where you are in the club with a year of craft, you are going to get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling on that, because club members are paying £103.99 or £127.99. Very, very busy. Lots of you commenting away. Please keep getting those pictures in because we're receiving loads of them. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send those into. Right, Debbie, what are we going to be focusing on next?
I'm going to make a box, Joe. So we talk about everything that's in the manual, crafter's binder, and the fact that you can use elements from there if you want to. I wanted to steer away from that one because I want to show you the capabilities that you've got when it comes to having these products that are in this year of craft box. So we're going to make a beautiful little box using the wreath die and stamp set, using some of the papers, and using possibly one of my favourite parts of this collection is this beautiful die. So I'm going to be starting to use that, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. This is a really beautiful die. It's very intricate and it's got that lovely lace feature to this. Now again, these are all going to fit through your mini, so I'm just going to bring in, when she remembers what she did with a mini plate, I've taken some of the cardstock that's in the bottom drawer there, and I've just chopped a little piece down. So all I'm going to do is pop that through now into the mini. So let's pop that through there. There we go. Right, so let's just run that through. And you'll see just how gorgeous this is when we take this out. And it really is beautiful. I'm going to get a little tap. Oh, I say a little tap. Look at that. Joe, no paper left in my die. That's how gorgeous that is. Absolutely fabulous. So what I'm just going to do is flick all these pieces out with my fingers. And then what I'm going to do is grab my pokey tool. Let's pop my pokey tool. And then let's just take these pieces out. And it's just a case of poking all those little extra bits, the waste bits that we don't want. But look how gorgeous, even with, I mean, it just shows you how powerful that mini is. It really does. If anything, it shows the you know, how strong that is from the Gemini family, even though it's a manual machine.
Sally Bond says maybe we could get Peter Kay to Skype into the show on Valentine's Day.
God, I would absolutely love that. Could you imagine? Now, you need to speak to your friend, Joe.
Am I here on Valentine's Day? I'm going to have a little look, see if I'm here on Valentine's Day. But loads of you still commenting away as we go. Oh, no, I'm off. I'm off on Valentine's Day.
Oh, you. What
Maybe
you
I'll be doing something.
Now, look how gorgeous that die cut is. You could add your inks to it, you could cut out with your coloured patterns, but I wanted to make this stand out on my box because I'm going to use the box lid in that lovely pink from this collection as well. I'm not taking any extras in. Everything that I'm making from that box comes from there. Now, all I've done is I've multi-cut this, so I've got 4 because these are going to go onto my box, and I'll talk about the instructions of the box, but that's going to fit around the base of the box. So I'm just going to place those to one side for a minute because I want to show some more of my favourites from this collection. These wreath stamps, I love these. They are so gorgeous. And the fact that you've got the die that fits over there as well, including those smaller parts that fit out, all the extra little bits so you can build up with your florals and your love hearts and things like that. It's got your star, your circles, your, oh, well, I say a square, it's like a cube, that one, and then the love heart. And I'll tell you something, Joe, they make fabulous embellishments. They also make fabulous pieces that go inside your shaker cards.
Awesome.
And it's worth doing it because they'll be able to multi-cut lots out there. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use, in fact, let me think, which one am I going to use, Joe? Choices. Yep, going that one. I'm going to go with that one. So pop that in.
I love there's a Choices song that you've made up. Do you sing that all the time?
That was my own song, yeah. That was my own song then, yeah. Getting giddy, Joe. How many shows is this?
Well, we've got 7 to go yet as well after this.
Normally, we get a little bit excited this time because we're thinking, oh, we've only got another hour to go. No. I love this new scheduling though. I think it's fabulous. Oh, I watched Craig other morning. Oh my God, our howling is hilarious. What are you laughing for? What are you laughing and sniggering at over there?
You saying, you going, oh, I can't wait to go home. Oh, but I love the new schedule.
I do love the new schedules. I think it's fabulous.
Oh,
All
I'd
these
usually be
extra
excited now because I know
shows.
I'm going home in a minute, but I love the schedule.
All these extra shows that we're doing, fabulous bargains, being on your screens a little bit longer. I love it.
It is great that we're here with you 7 hours a day now midweek, 6 hours a day at the weekend. I'm loving it. Not as much as Debbie though.
Can you tell I get a bit giddy? I get a little bit giddy, Joe. Look how gorgeous that is. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, I've obviously started, I could spend hours colouring it, but I'm not going to do. I'm just going to show you how it works, and then I'll show you me coloured in one. So what you're going to do is take this. Now, this will fit around all 4 of these wreath stamps. And they're absolutely beautiful. So it will fit around each one. You don't need to have a separate one, which I think is absolutely fab. And again, all you're going to do is line that up. And there's 2 ways you can do it. You can actually line it up first and then die cut and then stamp into it. Or you can stamp and then die cut into it. No right or wrong way, Joe. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. Just gonna see if I can squeeze it. Yeah, I can get that on my mini. All I might just need to do is chop my paper down a little bit. Grab my scissors. Oh, Joe, I've had a disaster.
What you done?
I've lost my big scissors.
What?
I'm so upset. I don't know how, because, well, you know my craft bag. It's not very full.
No, I saw some seagulls fly out of it
no,
earlier.
not full at all. I don't know how they've fallen out, but they've fallen out of the craft bag. So somebody has got a rather nice set of large scissors, and I don't know where I lost them. It could have been in snow last night, trudging through snow, trying to get...
You might find them out in the car park somewhere once it all melts and goes.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, maybe they're out there.
later when we get out of here. Put my torch on, like, because it's a bit...
Now, your middy's in your boot and your scissors are potentially out in the car park. So, I mean, we're going to go out there. There's going to be people wandering around with metal detectors by the end of the show, I reckon.
Now, you can see it's cut my wreath out beautifully. It's also given me a little insert there, what I can actually stamp one of the stamps on that come on that set, which is the birthday wishes. But when you colour it in, look how it pops when you colour that in, Joe. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to put those 2 to one side, save those in my wallet on my in my crafty binder. And then we're going to start putting this together. Like I said though, Joe, I'm just going to use, and I'll prop this to one side for a second. I've made myself a little bit of a box. The only bit that I didn't use was this one. This came from the white stamping card.
Awesome.
But you'll forgive me for that one. So I've made myself a box base and a box lid using our Scoremaster. Stay tuned at 7 o'clock. That's all I'm going to say. But you can make your own boxes with these. So I'm just going to put this together, Joe. So let's just, I've already cut them out. People often ask as well, why do you cut these little pieces out here on my boxes? I know I'm not the only one of the craft experts that do this, but it just means for a neater finish. And I love a neat finish. I don't like an untidy edge. And it just means that those little flaps fold in really nice and neat and give you a nice straight edge, which I love. So let's pop that down and get that fastened in. There we go. And then I'm just going to put my lid together. Now, before I put my lid on, what I'm going to do is going back to... Where's my pieces gone, Joe? What did I do? Oh, they're all here, look, they're all here. So I'm going to bring these in and I'm going to add these to this. Now, you could do this when it's fastened together. However, you know Jan, with a teaching background, and she's just a fabulous tutor. Yeah. She always said to me, she used to see me struggle when I was teaching classes, Debbie, why are you trying to get it on after you've put the box together? I was like, I don't know why. She went, lay it flat, put your decoration on your box lid before you put your box together. Little top tip from Jan that I've never forgotten. Jan, which I've never forgotten. And it really, truly does mean, honestly, it's a fabulous little top tip. So we share the top tips with each other. That's what it's all about. That's what our little crafting community is about as well. And it's sharing these top tips. So I'm just going to line that up just underneath my score line. And look how gorgeous that has made that now. And I'm going to repeat that all the way around, Joe. So I don't know if you've got any more
Awesome.
comments you want to be reading out.
Loads and loads of comments coming in. Maria says, hi, hello Joe and Debbie, I've got the Year of Crafts. Really good idea to make so many cards, such amazing products. Can't wait to see what's in the next box. Mary saying, Diane saying, Mary, that card you made for Debbie was gorgeous. It really was. Marie says, love all your tips for help and using all the bits for saving. Thank you, Debbie. Rose says, the Year of Craft is great for beginners and great for those who may have lost some of their crafty mojo. It helps light a spark because of all of the inspiration. Sarah's Creation says, did you run gems through the Xyron, Debbie?
Yes, I did, yes.
Can we have a little bit more
Yes.
of an elaboration on that?
So our lovely Fiona, this is one that I learnt from Fiona, a little top tip from Fiona. Put your gems on through. Do you know, I haven't got my Xyron to hand, but do you know, I use a little sticker maker one. Pop them down into your drop. Do you know, there's a crisscross one and then a small one. You can run them through either one and then just pull it through, give it a nice rub round, because that's what you do with the Xyron, and then lift it off and you've got a sticky back adhesive gem.
Perfect.
Simple as that. So a nice little top tip that our Fiona shared with me.
Let us know how you get on with that, Sarah. Maxine says, really gorgeous makes from Tanya. Deborah says her husband is definitely an enabler. He doesn't care what I buy. Absolute winner there. Carol says the binder is the reason I came for this. It's a great binder. I look forward to see what we get with the new instalments going forward. Thea Row Mama 2 on YouTube says, Joe, will you be my Valentine? I don't see why. I don't see why not. There we go.
I love that,
I'm blushing
Joe.
under this makeup.
Now then, what I've done is I've used some of the paper from that beautiful paper pad. And I say paper pad, it's actually from my bottom drawer. I need to get myself some of the paper pads, Joe, because I want to be able to make sure I've got this gorgeous palette of colours and papers as extras. So that's all ready now for me to put together. So let's put my box lid together. And then I'll just finish it off by adding my top piece, my wreath. And I'll use as well, we've got those lovely nesting circular dies as well. So let's pop this on. So literally pick that up and fold that around. And that lovely top tip that Jan gave me, I just think is absolutely amazing. And I wish I'd have thought about it, but she thinks about all these things. It's that, honestly, she's got such a clear mind when it comes to putting things together. Fabulous. So let's just pop all those together. And then I've got my box lid ready to go on to my box base. But we've got this lovely decorative element, right? Look how much it's transformed, that box lid. It just looks absolutely beautiful. So let's pop the box together. Let's pop that back in. So there's my box all done. And I had literally taken a little snippet off the bottom, and I will probably do that on that next show of the Craft Vault. I'll show you how you can do that to make one of these boxes. What I'm just going to do is add though now. Now I've taken, do you know those nesting dies that I used in the first demo, the circular ones? I've used the largest circular die and white, cut it in white, and then I've actually just used the next one down to be able to create the perfect mat and layer, and that's going to sit on the top. But I'm going to lift it off a little bit, so I'm going to bring in some foam pads again. So pop a foam pad or two underneath, and then I'm going to add on there my sentiment and my wreath. Let's just pop that in the middle, and then where's my chunky glue gone? Where's it?
You've got your chunky glues on the move. I've got I think we just need to take a moment to appreciate this question, Debbie.
Yep.
This is the best question I think we've ever been heard. Ruth Brewer on Facebook says, can anyone tell me how to cover up a long streak where I fell asleep whilst colouring? So I mean, she means like a long pen mark. Ruth, I mean, maybe, I don't really know. Debbie, can you help with that?
A long streak? Does she mean of an alcohol
I think
marker?
she was colouring in and has fallen asleep and has drawn all across her project.
Oh, bless her. Oh, maybe start again. It's probably the best advice I can give.
Okay,
Yep,
I think
maybe
that's
start
it.
again.
Yeah, okay. I hope that helps, Ruth. It probably doesn't,
Probably
but,
doesn't.
you know.
No, it's probably not the answer that you're wanting.
And maybe a cup of coffee before you start colouring next time. Maybe Ruth's on Crafters TV time. She's probably on the West Coast trying to stay up and watch all the shows from Craig's show at 1 o'clock in the morning throughout the rest of the day. So let me know. Let me know, Ruth, if that helps. It's not going to help, is it?
Right, there you go, Jo. Bless her. I really feel for you because I've done silly things like that. But there you go. You've got your beautiful decorative edge box using that lovely filigree dye, and that's just created a beautiful edge. I've used some of the ribbon from the stash. I've used the floral sentiment there, and one of the sentiments that comes where, and some of those beautiful papers to make a beautiful decorated box.
Awesome. Right, I want to take you back through. We've got extra paper pads on the show today as well, some other ones. A few that I want to share with you. Everyday Celebrations is the first one that I've got just here. So 48 pages of this one, and it's a really nice one because it's got quite a nice diverse mix of colours within here, which is nice. It's quite pastel-y, quite muted. You've got some really nice patterns as well, some geos, some florals within here, some polka dots. A little bit of everything, so really nice colourful one there. £12.99 or £16.95 if you want to get that one. This one is contemporary watercolour. Now this is one of the ones that we launched. What collection did we launch this with now? I can't remember. It is gorgeous. You've got toppers in the back of here first, and then you've got these papers. Now notice the papers are all double-sided and they all match together. So for instance, with the roses here, if I just take the other side of this, 1 second here. Can you see that? This one, for instance, it's double-sided. So you've got that page there, and that matches beautifully with the roses on the other side. So you've already got it, composition-wise, you've got a matte and a layer ready to go straight away, which is awesome. Lovely patterns on both sides. 40 pages, double-sided, 180 GSM, £17.99 on that one, just there. It's going to be one of those things, Debbie. I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night tonight and remember what collection we launched that with. It'll come back to me.
I need to know, Jo, because I haven't got that paper pad.
I think it's with the Ultimate Pro. I think it's with the Ultimate Pro, when we did the Ultimate Pro USB.
Oh,
I think we launched it with that.
It's gorgeous.
I could be wrong. We've also got this one just here as well, which is your Best of British. Which is awesome. It makes me think about days at the seaside, fish and chips and street parties. That's what it makes me think about this one. Really, really lovely. Some beautiful images. If you love inky backgrounds, but you don't have the products to do them, then this is great because you've got some faux inky backgrounds in here which look awesome. £19.99 or £24.95 is your price there on that one. Right, keep your comments coming in over on Facebook or, of course, on YouTube, where our social media superstars will pick them up and send them over to me. And also, please make sure you keep sending pictures in of the things that you've been making with the Year of Crafts, because we love being able to all have a look at them. And also, it just means it's a great way for us all to share ideas as well, which is brilliant. Now, we're going to go back across to Tanya and check in on Tanya, see what she's up to she's up to there across in Pennsylvania. I hear, do you know what, Tanya, before we get into more things that you're made, I want to know what your desert island crafting product is. Like, if there was a fire in your house and you could grab one thing from your craft room, what would it be? Not that I'm saying I want your house to burn down, you know.
Had something like this. We heard popping noises in our house a few years back, and I started to smell melting plastic. So I ran for the breaker box and flipped the switch and called 911. There was a electrical fire starting in the walls. And we called my maybe 5-year-old daughter, who's now 13, standing halfway down a long driveway, crying as I ran in and out of the house saving the scrapbooks.
Oh, bless you.
Well, I kind of put my foot in my mouth there, haven't I, Tanya? I'm glad it wasn't, you know, what I love is that it didn't have to be so hypothetical in the end. You knew the answer very, very quickly. I'm
Leaving things that I've created with these products and with my crafting.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad everything's okay now. And everything looks great, in great order now, which is awesome. Did you have a few bits there to hand, a couple more bits that you wanted to share with us, Tanya, that you've been making from the Year of Craft?
Talking about the scrapbooking, I actually did the 8x8 ball layout, and I turned it into a 2x12. So it's
Okie doke. That is...
Oh, love that.
Oh, that's really clever. So how exactly did you do that?
I took the 8x8 design that was indicated on the card, and I altered it a little bit since it's an old style photo, and then I turned that into a card so I can put journal things on and tell the story. This was my first day of school in 1st grade. That's me with my mom.
Ah, that is super gorgeous. I love that. And again, love that you've, you know, thought outside the box a bit with them as well, you know, taking it and putting your own stamp on it, which I think is awesome.
Well, it was funny because I didn't realize at first that this was a patterned paper. I thought we were die cutting out all the leaves from the die cuts that were included. So I ended up having them able to finish the page. Awesome.
It looks absolutely gorgeous. It really, really does. Just beautiful. Loads of things that you've been made, and I just love. I don't know about you, Tanya, but I love the diversity of the projects. You've really got. I mean, in just the first issue, and obviously there's going to be more issues coming down further along the line. You have got a lot of bases covered, haven't you? Even if you were just go to the first instalment and not get any more of the issues that are coming along at a later date.
Absolutely. Anywhere from gift card holders. I did do this one also. It was my first time doing a manual pop-up gift card holder.
Ah,
so on the outside,
I love that.
And on the inside, it also holds gift cards.
That is wonderful. How awesome.
Another one project. I'm giving this one to my baby brother, who's about 20 years younger than me, who just got a job.
Oh, awesome. It looks absolutely brilliant. Right, Tanya, if it's okay, we're going to drop in... let me try that again. We're going to drop in on you again in a little while. If that's okay, you're right to stay on the line there with us?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Brilliant. Right, Debbie. Loads of people are chatting away still with us in the comments. No more Valentine's offers, unfortunately. I'm still laughing at Ruth Brewer's question about falling asleep whilst colouring in. It's making me laugh. Angela says, how lovely would the lace die be? Would the lace die cut be with a ribbon threaded through it? Great idea there.
Great idea.
That's from Angela. Jean saying she's so grateful for the extra show. More, Debbie and Joe, please. We're back tomorrow. Don't you worry about that, Jean. We'll be, myself and Debbie have got 3 hours together tomorrow. Kimberly says hello from Barngate, New Jersey. Joe, I was wondering, could you show the gilding wax antique and Renaissance colours so I can see the difference between them? So what colours was it? I've got them here, actually. Let me just dig them out for you. Oh, so I've got, what two was it we wanted to see? Antique gold, which is, antique gold is this one. So that's antique gold, that one just there. And we wanted to see Renaissance gold was the other one, was it? So that's the difference. Let me show you the underside of the pots. So you see, I'm not sure how close you can get. One of them, this one, which is your Renaissance,
that one that you're
is
spinning.
little bit yellower, I would say. And this one, the other one, the antique, is a bit bronzier almost, and a little bit more coppery. But they are very close in colour. I'd say this one's got a little bit more lustre to it. This one's a little bit more muted. I hope that helps for you. Who was it asked me that? Kimberly on Facebook. So yes, they are available on the show as well. Diane says, Debbie, it's so nice to see you again. Your explanations and tips are really great. Karen says, don't laugh, Joe. I've fallen asleep whilst crafting, late into the night too, says Karen. So she's agreeing. Lots of you. Who else has fallen asleep whilst crafting? Do let me know. Do you want to let me... Do you want a funny falling to sleep story whilst we're here?
Go on, tell us your funny one. I'll tell you mine.
When I was a young lad, Debbie, and I lived in Essex, I would go out. I used to work in hospitality, so I'd always go out on a Monday night in London. And more often than not, we would end up at a certain nightclub in London, and we would always get the first train home. Me and a friend but we'd always do so. It would be the first train on a Tuesday morning, and my stop was a stop called Leon C, which was 4 stops before the end of the line, right? Me and my friend, we get on the train. I think the first train was at like 5 a.m, half 4 in the morning. Get on the train at Fenchurch Street. Train leaves. We wake up and we're in Pitsea, which is about 3 stops before our stop. The only problem is when the train starts moving, it moves in the opposite direction. So we'd fallen asleep so long, we'd gone all the way to the end of the line, which is like 3 stops past our stop. We'd come all the way back again, past our stop, and woken up 2 stops before. So we basically ended up almost back where we'd started about 2 or 3 hours later. How awesome is that? I've grown up since then, you'll be pleased to know.
I once fell asleep. I can top that.
Can you?
I can, yeah. I fell asleep on the toilet in a nightclub in Blackpool. Right, I was out with my friends. We used to go every year, once or twice a year. We used to go for a weekend, a girls' weekend.
What was the club called?
Do you know? I can't even remember, Joe. I can't remember. Alcohol may have been involved.
I think so.
And I literally fell asleep. And the only reason. It's so bad when I think about it now. But a bouncer came in, knocked on the door. I was like, do you know, you wake up, didn't know where they were. They were empty in the nightclub. All my friends had gone back to the hotel and left me. And I don't know, I honestly do not know how I did it. Well, I do actually. One too many tipples it was. But yes, that's
So
the
how
strangest
do you know
place
how
I've fallen
long?
asleep.
How long had it been since you saw
My
your
friends
friends?
had said over 3 hours.
Debbie, that is the best story I've heard in ages. I love it.
Oh, God, honestly, some of the stories I could tell you about Blackpool, that's just one of them.
Wow.
But yeah, absolutely fabulous. Can we start on some extra goodie bits, John?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just whiz you through the different options that you've got on these because they are really, really lovely and they are a very new addition as well. They are, of course, our cut and emboss folders. So you've got the candy cane, which is this one just here, which is awesome. You've also got the floral frame, which is this one just here. These would be perfect actually to use with your embossing, your gilding waxes. Sorry. This one here is your open window, and this actually does open up that cut so as you can move those out and get lots of extra texture, which is great. This one here is your sunburst, which I think is awesome. Again, really nice. Loads and loads of texture and depth on these. And this one just here, this is the Be Happy that you've got just here, as you can see. £50 or $59 to get all 5 of those if you want to grab them. There's been so many, hasn't there? Beautiful things made with these, Debbie.
I love this. Can I show you a few? Because I got so excited when I saw these on the pole because I've not used these before. So when I got my hands on them, I mean, I love embossing folders. Anybody who knows me knows I have a silly passion when it comes to an addiction, when it comes to embossing folders because of what it can do. Turns a piece of plain cardstock into something quite sensational. And here at Crafters Companion, we knock it out of the park when it comes to embossing folders. So these are just exquisite. Look at that effect that you can create just with a couple of colours from your ink pads and that beautiful embossing. The same design, but made into look at this beautiful book. I love this one. Leslie did this one. Decorated onto to the base of a book. So lovely. Imagine that going to your friend, you know, giving that as a friend, just to a friend or something, for a present. You could decorate your boxes up with them. You can make your shaker cards with them. And that one is absolutely exquisite again. We've got that I love this one. This is just divine. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, use your inky backgrounds. Emboss over, get your gilding wax over and rub a bit of gilding wax on there. Look at the sunshine one, Joe. Don't that just bring a smile to your face, that sunshine one? Don't forget of all your different techniques you can do. I know our Debs did an embossing folder technique show just before Christmas, but absolutely beautiful. That's a lovely letterpress technique. And then that lovely window one, Joe, I love this. I think that's absolutely gorgeous, where the window actually opens and then all that beautiful brickwork at the background. It is beautiful. I love embossing folders, and I'm going to show you how easy they are to make something really quite nice. So give me a minute, Joe.
Absolutely.
Put these away and I'm back.
We've got lots of sleeping stories coming in, actually. Lots of falling asleep stories. Victoria says, I often hit my face with my iPad, falling asleep, like the monks on Monty Python. I haven't seen Monty Python, so I don't know that reference. But I don't think you're alone there. Dropping phones and things on my face, laying in bed is definitely a thing. Not normally because I'm falling asleep, usually I'm just really clumsy. Victoria West says, I often hit my, sorry, I just did that one. Kieran Beeston says, Lo, I've fallen asleep a few times while I was trying to watch Wake Up Call in the wee hours of the morning with Craig. Deborah says, Debbie, that is too funny. That tops all stories I've ever heard. I've fallen asleep at the table in a nightclub because I was ready to leave, but my friends were not. Theo Rowe Mama says, I fell asleep colouring alcohol markers and ruined my quilt because the nib was resting on the quilt. Now has a lovely ink spot on it. Susie T says, once I passed out in the bathroom in San Diego after too many margaritas in my mid-20s. Oh gosh, my friend Joanne waited a whole hour before she came looking for me. And one more from Sarah.
At least she came looking for you, that's all I'm going to say. Mine left me. I love that.
Sarah, one more from Sarah Bounce says, okay, I have a sleep story. I was doing work experience at an animal place. They had a lunchroom. I had sat on the floor to watch Days of Our Lives, and all I remember is the hourglass and the words like sand through hourglass. So on the Days of Our Lives, I'd fallen asleep up against the wall. So just, that's it, falling asleep. I can go to sleep anywhere, Debbie. Honestly, I could get down here right now and have 20 minutes. You know,
Absolutely.
I've just got I were nearly
tempted to buy that bed in Green Room, let me tell you.
You should have had 10 minutes between shows earlier.
I should have had 10 minutes. I had had time.
We could top and tail after this one if you want, for 20 minutes. How about that?
Right, Joe, let's use these.
That's a no. That was a no, I think.
It's big enough. It's big enough, Joe. It is. Now I'm going to use the floral frame on this, and I love these because not only do they emboss, but they cut at the same time as well, which means you can make all those special effect cards. I'm going to make a lovely shaker card just for you, Joe, because I know how much you love a shaker card. But these are the concept behind a cut and emboss folder. So you have your emboss detail, and then you have your metal die in here. We talk about this, I know a lot of people will already know, but this is a spongy little piece that's inside. It doesn't come out, it stays in, because what that helps does is release the die cut, because you can't have any release holes in a cut and emboss folder. So that's just a little top tip there as well, but you've probably heard us say that many times, but I still get people saying to me, you've left a bit of paper in your embossing folder, and it isn't. So what you're going to do now is pop your cardstock into there, and then we're going to run that through. Now, when I use a cut and emboss folder, the normal platform that you can do is two of your cutting plates, like a standard embossing folder. But I like a little bit of extra crunch. So I add in my metal shim, and my metal shim goes in between the two cutting plates and my embossing folder. So that's the combination that I like to use, Joe, when it comes. It just gives it an extra little bit of emboss and detail is the word I'm looking for. A little bit of
extra je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. What does je ne sais quoi mean?
I don't know. I hope it's not rude because I might get sacked.
I was going to say, I'm sure it's a Kylie song.
No, the other one that sounds a little bit similar is a rude one. Je ne sais quoi means a bit more. I don't think it means anything. Je ne sais quoi. It was on the Renault. It means I do not know what, apparently. It was on one of the car adverts. Thierry Henry used to say it. Je ne sais quoi.
Oh, well, when he says it, my goodness, I buy out of him. But literally, he's just a gorgeous man. Now, when you open this up, you'll see now straight away, you've got this beautiful embossed detail. Now, I'm going to try and get this up close. Oh, Joe, look at that on the Centura Pearl. How beautiful is that?
Gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful. And
as Craig Revel Hall would say, fabulous, darling.
I love how he says that. I just love how he says that. But what I'm just going to do to emphasise that a little bit more is I'm going to use some of our ink pads, and I'm going to just do a little bit of colour over. Now, I've used a Centura Pearl on this, Joe, and a lot of people say to me, can you do this? Can you use your inks over Centura Pearl? Because it's a pearlised cardstock, but absolutely you can. You just get a different feel to it than if you were using stamping card or plain cardstock. You get that lovely pearlised finish still coming through with your inks as well. So it is absolutely beautiful, and I'm just using a lemon tonic just over the edges. And I'm just going over it. I want to make this nice and bright. Do you know what, actually, Joe? Do you know where I got the inspiration from this last night, these colours? Sat in my craft room at the Leo clock. And it's the colour of my craft room, oranges and yellows. Very nice and bright. So I'm going to add another little bit of honey over the top of this, the honey pot, and just literally highlight a few areas. And then I'm going to take the orange and mix them up a little bit. So I'm taking the orange, water reactive one, and going straight in and over as well, and it just adds, it literally just picks up, the ink comes over that raised edge, so it leaves the lemon in the background, but the raised bits, it just goes over. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this. This is absolutely beautiful, this embossing folder.
Really, I love the inky colours that you put on there as well.
I've been asking for big ones, Joe. Embossing
Sorry?
folders.
Sorry?
Embossing folders.
Big
Sorry,
embossing
embossing
folders.
folders. I've been asking. Right, so do you know how we can have little talks with the development team? I'm so sorry. I wanted bigger embossing folders. That's what I meant. We do a lot of 5x7s at our company, but I want big ones. I want 8x8s. I want an A4 size because I absolutely love and you know what as well? Because we've got the big machine coming. I'm hoping that we get them.
Well, Bash, how big they'll be in the Pro.
Oh, I'm dying to go to heaven when I've got one of them. I can't wait. Now then, look at that. How beautiful does that look? And when can you see that shimmer still coming through, Joe?
Oh,
so
absolutely.
you can use your water reactive ink pads onto a pearlized cardstock, okay? And then I could finish that off, Joe, by popping a little bit of gilding wax on there as well.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Right, so I don't know what you lot are sniggering about over there.
You've lost me, Debbie. You've lost me. I'm sorry. Carol Coe says her daughters were horrified when she fell asleep watching Calendar Girls at the Lowry Theatre in Manchester. She said I was snoring so loudly. I snorted. Imagine that, snoring in the theatre. Oh, Carol, that's brilliant. I love that. Thanks. Evelyn Torres Ferrara says, I fell asleep once on a train on my way to visit a boyfriend, and when I woke up, everyone had left the train, the lights were off and the doors were locked. It took half an hour to get out. Oh, these are brilliant.
God, I love that one.
I'm loving your sleep disasters. Keep them coming in across on Facebook or across on YouTube as well.
Oh dear, that was hilarious. Oh, that tops mine, that one on the toilet in a nightclub.
I don't know. I don't think
on a train.
I don't think there's a lot in it, you know. I don't think there's a lot in it.
Oh dear, Joe. Now then, I'm just going to. Now, can you see that I've already trimmed mine down? I couldn't decide which side I like more because that was the plain side, but that was the pearlized side. So I like both. But what I'm just going to do is I'm going to pop on the back of here. This is a bit of acetate. You'll find the acetate on the website. But I want to keep my gems secured in, so I'm just popping that onto there. And then what I'm going to do, so now you can see I've got that lovely finish there, I'm just going to try and find my foam on a roll. I know it's somewhere. Oh, it's here, it's on top of my box. I thought it were. So literally what I'm just going to do now is just give it a little backing round the edge. And this is just going to lift this off, but I'm also going to, and I love our foam on a roll, it's so easy to use. You can manipulate it into turning it around as well without having to do much to it, Joe. So you just literally, and what I'm going to do is just pop a little bit round there, because I'm not going to waste me gems, or should I say my gems. I could use gems from the craft. My year of the craft
Well, you've got
box.
enough of them in there.
You have, yeah, you could use that. But what I'm just doing is making that go to the very end, and then I'm going to get my card ready. So before I put anything else on, I'm going to pop in there now. I'm going to pop in my sequins. Well, I say my sequins. I've been raiding Tracy's cupboard because I'd forgot my sequins, Joe. So
dear.
She does know,
Oh,
but
good.
I just wanted to borrow some sequins for the middle of me shaker card. But
Kieran asked, does the ink rub off of the pearlescent cardstock?
I'll show you. Let me show you. Let me just get me little things on there. No, it doesn't go anywhere. It stays on. I just let it dry a little bit. But to be fair, water reactive dry inks, they dry pretty quick. So no, don't worry about it. It's literally stays on. It's not coming off, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. You can still see that gorgeous pearlized shimmer through there.
Fantastic.
Now, I've got those through. So what I'm just going to do now, Joe, while I'm peeling the back off this, is there any more funny
Oh, they're
stories?
still coming in. I'm just waiting for them to come across. I have no doubt that we're going to have an influx of them any minute now. Have you got any sleep stories in the gallery? Laura says she doesn't have any. It's because she never goes to sleep. That's why. She's always up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, our Laura, honestly. She's definitely a morning person. Are you a morning person, Debbie? No.
Right, no, well, I say not, but do you know, since I've got a bit older, I say older, maturer, I don't tend to sleep as much as I used to.
Oh, really?
Do you know, when I was younger, I could sleep in for hours on end. Having kids, changed all that.
Oh, okay.
So yes, so I'm a morning person, I'm a night person, I'm an any kind of person because I don't sleep very much, Jo, to be fair. Not these days. I'm a bit like Maggie Thatcher. Do you know, and she used to, well, I'm not really like Maggie Thatcher, but do you know, she's...
Do you know what, Debbie? I look at you and I think, the lady is not for turning. That's what I always think.
I was going to say the Maggie Thatcher of craft because she only used to have reported 4 hours sleep a night. That's about me, to be fair, Jo. That's about me. So, but it sounds
most of our viewers now we put these extra shows in, to be fair.
I was going to say about the same, because especially now we've got our lovely wake up with Craig in the morning. People are staying up at all sorts of time for him, bless them. So I've popped on there now. You can see I've got my little gems. Just need to finish it off though, Jo. And what I'm going to finish it off with is our mix and match sentiment stamps. So I've got a special friend just to add on to there, Jo. I've
got visions now of you doing fancy dress as Maggie Thatcher.
Oh, I've done lots of that. I love fancy dress. I did Dolly Parton once.
Did you?
Oh gosh, we used to have a fancy dress place in Barnsley, and I did Dolly Parton. She went down an absolute storm. Put it this way, I didn't have any trouble getting to the bar. Because everybody cleared it so I could come through. They were admiring my costume, you see.
Right.
Because this costume, I'll have to try and find pictures and show you.
I haven't done do you know, I love dressing up and doing outfits, but not so much fancy dress. But I once made, for Glastonbury, I got a semi-translucent t-shirt, and then I hot glued coloured battery-operated fairy lights onto the inside of it. So I went clubbing at Glastonbury, so it was like all lit up and fairy lights on it. And then I got someone to make me a vinyl sign for the front of it as well, which was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. That is beautiful, Debbie.
Thank you very much. So there you go. You've got a lovely shaker card. I don't know what's happened to this one here. Got stuck somewhere. I might have had a bit of glue on that. But a beautiful use of a cut and emboss folder and those mix and match sentiments, which I absolutely love because you've got different kinds of fonts on there. I know they're on the show. Go and check those out. They're absolutely fab. Love it.
They are. And Club Inspired Platinum members, you get your hands on those today, of course, for £40 if you are here in the UK, which is absolutely awesome. Do grab those whilst they are on the show. Now, of Platinum members in the US for those, 47.20. We're going to have to go back to the Year of Craft. It's proving very, very busy. A third now of the stock has gone. And we did have a really, really big stock of this across on the website. A lot of you will watch this show back, no doubt, later. As well, if you are watching the show back later, definitely check the website for the stock situation. What you're getting here is... Well, it's unbelievable, really, when you think about... Let's actually start off with the project element. Now, you're getting the binder included. Now, the binder should be £30. You're going to get that included free of charge. But what you have got in here is all of these different projects. So we're talking about things from new baby cards. We've got good luck projects, birthday projects, full instructions as well. I love as well that it also gives you a different way of using each of these products. You mean the world to me. There is something for everything, not just cards. We've also got things like boxes in here as well. You're going to have scrapbooking ideas, or certainly, you know, how about things like cupcake toppers as well? These are all the projects that are in here. You know, you don't need to make these projects if you don't want to. This could just be you using this box as a really good stash builder if you wanted to, because I think the value is so good that why wouldn't you? This is the first instalment. There will be further sort of expansion packs that come along to this as well. So you will be able to add to this as you go along. But for me, it's about the sheer volume of what you're getting in here. Remember, you're getting thousands of elements in here. You're going to get 48 card blanks and envelopes in here. So you're going to make 48 cards straight off the bat. Even if you don't add any extra envelopes or cards or cardstock to this, that's 48 cards ready to go. You've got vellum inserts. You've got 48 sheets of printed papers and 36 sheets of coloured cardstock in here as well. You've got embossing folders in here, metal dies, over 100 stamps in there. You've got dies and stamps, ribbons and embellishments, and you've got, again, that project ring binder as well. It is organised into 3 drawers, each one of them absolutely jam-packed with something that you're going to be able to craft with all the year through. And the great thing about this is whether you are a beginner crafter, whether this is the first thing that you picked up, if you went for this and a Gemini Mini, you would be making so many awesome projects already. Let me just share with you a couple of the things that I've got here to hand that are looking fantastic. How about this? Making your own cupcake toppers. which is what I've got just here, which I think are awesome. These are called, these ones here, these are in the project book as well. These lovely sort of little boxes that it's going to be those. Maybe you're going to be, you know, incorporating sour cream containers. I've not heard of before. Maybe you're going to be incorporating things like your flowers, your quilled flowers. Maybe you've got little memory books that you're going to be making. Teaching you things as well that you're going to carry through to other elements of your crafting as well. So there really is something for everyone in here. Again though, as I said, if you're an experienced crafter, then you're also going to love this because you're going to be, I think it's going to be that thing that, you know, sometimes you've got to make something for someone and you just have a bit of a blank, or you just need a bit of creativity, you need a bit of inspiration. You're going to come to the binder, you're going to open it up, and you're going to know that in there you're going to find something that is going to inspire you and is going to enable you to make something glorious. If you are new though, it's literally like an incredible course in a book that is something that you're going to grow and add to as you go through as well. And the value, as I said, is second to none. You've got, as a Club Inspired Platinum member, your discount on this. Sorry, I have a very itchy face today. I don't know what's going on there. I thought I'd share that with you because I'm poking myself in the eye. As a Club Inspired Platinum member, your saving is really fantastic here. $55.99 or $72. That means Platinum members today, you can get this for $103.99 or $127.99, depending on where you're shopping. Whatever price you're getting it at, whatever you're paying for, is wherever you are in the club, it is an awesome deal. Over a third of the stock has gone. I can't imagine this is something that we're going to run all the year through. So what I'd really hate for you to do is decide when you see issue 2 or issue 3 that you wish you'd have got in at the start. This is your chance to get in. The value is awesome. If you get it at home and you decide, you know what, I love it, but I'm not going to buy any more issues, you've got something that's standalone. I don't think there's a single crafter out there, from looking at all the reviews, from listening to what you guys have been saying online about this, that isn't going to be ordering all of those follow-on issues. Remember as well, guys, you've got the card and paper collection. A lot of you going for that now. I know a lot of you got the Year of Crafts. What this is going to enable you to do is really, if you're someone that's going to make maybe 1 or 2 of each of those projects in the book, then maybe you're not going to need this. But if you know that you're someone that's going to see these projects, going to love them, going to want to make 5 or 6 of them for friends, for relatives, then this is a great way to stock up, because in the Year of Craft you get 48 printed papers and you also get 36 of the coloured papers. This is offering you the opportunity to get another 72 of each of those, 160 GSM on the paper, 300 GSM on the cardstock as well. So really, really lovely weights there as well. We're going to go back to the lovely Tanya in just a second. But Carol Coe says, my mum dressed me up as a belly dancer when I was young. She glued a gem in my belly button and it took days to remove it. I was terrified it would rip my belly button open. However, I won the fancy dress competition. That is so... That is so funny. Leslie Z said, it's so hard to resist the deal, especially as a platinum member. Who wouldn't want this collection? Absolutely. Right, we're going to cross back across to Tanya now. Tanya, what I was going to ask you as well, you know, looking at all of the contents that are in here and in the collection, how do you see you breaking it down? Do you see yourself using all of the contents to make all the projects, or do you think some of it will be a stash builder and then some of it will be for projects? How do you think it's going to break down for you personally as a crafter?
So I'm actually choosing to keep the product separate from my usual filing system for paper, which is really big over here, because I want to keep them for the issues, because I signed up, I got this through HSN, so I have the auto ship coming for each of the issues. Really excited.
Yeah.
So I want to keep those supplies separate, and what I've done is each of my subscription boxes that I've gotten and played with, like once I'm done playing with that set, I'll kind of break it down to my usual storage, so it's in my main stash. I'm taking those leftover papers and I'm putting them into the Year of Craft. So I've got one paper, I've got one that's the bling and the stamps and dies, and I've got another one for the card blanks. And
what a fabulous idea,
yeah,
Tanya.
I mean, that's a really great idea, I think, because they're not the same, they're a totally different concept, but I get that they feel the same and they have the same theme, I guess, so that's why they are absolutely going to work together. What, of all the things you've made out of this, what one would you say, which projects have you enjoyed making the most?
I loved doing the scrapbook page. it's kind of my center point for crafting.
Yeah. What are you hoping to see over the coming issues?
I'd love to see more projects that kind of take things on that 8x8 scale. We don't get to work with that a lot here in the US, and I want to play with that and bridge that over with the 12x12, but also being able to do larger card formats as well, since I figured out the postal service workarounds for the larger sizes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be exciting, isn't it? And I know being the auto ship program is going to be absolutely awesome. Tanya, I don't know, have you got anything else that you'd like to share with us or show us there with you?
I did a couple of the cut and embossed cards.
Lovely.
Ooh, lovely.
I was having fun playing with, in this case, wax.
Oh,
Wow.
beautiful. That is gorgeous.
And then, thank you. And then I played with the one as well.
Love that.
Also with the wax on black.
Love
And
that one.
the sunshine one kind of mimicked what we saw in the sample.
Gorge, you've been busy with these.
Oh yeah, I'm not, I got a couple more. Sunshine, I played with doing different layers of the wax so that you had the blue, purple, and silver. So it's more like a galaxy.
Ooh,
And then put
it's
some
galactic.
sparkle, the black, yeah.
Yeah, really
And
nice.
this is the last one I got finished, and I have one I'm still working on. So this one, I played with just different colors for the flowers and such.
Yeah, I love the way you've used the fancy fonts in there as well. Really, really gorgeous. Great use of colour.
Yeah, I love the die and stamp set, the fancy fonts.
Yeah.
This
it really
one's
does.
still in progress.
Oh,
I actually
awesome.
A lot of reactive ink and used a hard sponge to ink the brick. There's a farmhouse near my house that they painted their brick navy
Right.
blue. So that was my inspiration here.
Yeah, it
And
looks
then
gorgeous.
I'm going to put from the fairy collection, Hello Beautiful Friend, and do the die cut flowers for the window box.
Oh,
Beautiful.
lovely.
It's not a balcony, is it? It's a window. But why does it remind me of Romeo and Juliet? Every single time. It does. It makes me feel like I'm in Verona, honestly. All I need is an ice cream and a bowl of pasta, and I am there, Tanya. I need to say, Tanya, we're going to say goodbye. It was such a great pleasure to have you on the show today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Absolutely. This was fantastic.
Brilliant.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, our pleasure, and I hope at some point in the future we will speak again. But big thanks from myself and from Debby and from the rest of the team here as well at Crafters TV. So we'll speak to you again soon, I'm sure. Take care.
Thank you.
And if you want to be on the Craft House, all you need to do is drop us a line. Email us studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. In that subject line, pop Craft House in there, and then we will get you on the show, no doubt. Right, Debby, we're going back to the year of craft. I'd love to know more of your fancy dress fails or your fancy dress stories. Do you know what we could do?
What's that?
You could send us in pictures now of you in fancy dress, and we could show them in our Craft Vault show at 7. What do you reckon, Debby?
Oh.
Have you got any pictures of you in fancy dress, Debby?
Do you know I have actually on my phone? Yeah,
Have
I have.
you?
I think I've got maybe one, because I dressed once as a 60s, 70s, where it were all, well, actually it's 70s, because I had great big platforms on, a little bit of a low-cut top, so I might have to crop it a little bit. A cap and very sparkly, aberisque kind of outfit. So absolutely, we'll have to have a
send
little
them to the
look
gallery.
through.
I've got some of me, because when I go to Glastonbury, we always do Sequin Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got some of me in maybe some gold sparkly pants and all the sequins on, Debby. So maybe we'll send a few in, but we'd love to see yours of you in fancy dress, or maybe all dressed up. Studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. And what we'll do is we'll show them in the 7 p.m. show, in our Craft Vault show, which is East Coast time, 3 p.m. Is it 3 p.m? Yeah, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. East Coast, I think. So in an hour and 20 minutes, it is 3 p.m. apparently. Whew, okay. Right, Debby, back to you.
Right, so what can we do? Well, I'll tell you, I'll show you what we're going to make. So in the the recipe book, as I sort of would call it. In the craft ring binder, there's lots of different styles of cards that you can make using from your card blanks that you're getting in there. So I'm going to take a little twist on the one that's in there, because it was a pretty poinsettia, but I don't know about anybody else, but I'm a little bit over Christmas at the minute. So I thought I'm going to change it up a little bit and have the birthday cake that's in here. So this is what we're going to make next, and this is a lovely easel card. So easily to do, very, very easy to do, but using one of the cards, and that's the, let me get this right, 4x6, I believe. Yes, it's the 4x6. So I've taken the 4x6 card blank. Now, I'll talk about that in a moment, but I want to talk about these gorgeous
Were you able to put
stamps.
it together easily following the instructions, Debbie?
Oh, boom, boom. Well, do you know? Oh, that's another thing I used to watch when we were younger. Basil Brush.
Basil Brush.
Yeah, love Basil
Do you know what I
Brush.
used to love? Bodger and Badger. Does anyone remember that? One of them loved mashed potato.
No.
Everybody knows Bodger loves mashed potato. No, just me.
I think me and you are well.
It was on. It was a kids' TV.
TV.
It was a kids' TV program. Bodger and Badger. Bodger was a badger. No, Badger was the badger. Bodger was the guy that was his mate.
Are
He
you
was a
making
human.
this up?
No, no, honestly. I mean, yeah. Someone message in and tell me that you know who Bodger and Badger are. Come on.
Someone join
Show me
in,
some
Joe.
love.
He's
Show me some
feeling
love.
alone because no one's remembered any of his kids'
know.
programmes. Now, this is a beautiful stamp set on here, and let me just bring it in so you can see this. You've got this beautiful birthday cake, and we've left the banner purposely open so that you can personalise it with all these numbers. You've even got confetti on there. I love the so many candles script there. You've got Make-A-Wish, Celebrate, and Let's Party on there as well. Now, I've just taken a piece of the white card that's in the craft kit again, and I'm just going to quickly, let me just pop this on my rocker block again, and I'm just going to give that a little, stuck to my rocker block. There you go, you've got your lovely image. But what we can do now, Joe, what we can do now is we can personalise it. So let's have a think. We'll have, what's the card? Yeah, 31. You wouldn't normally get a 31, would you? So we've got as 3. We've got number 1. Let's pop that down there. We've even got the ordinals so that you can add that on. So we've got as st. I like that sound. St.
A what? A st?
A st.
You want to get that scene too?
So again, I'm just going to put that onto there, and then I'll show you my coloured image because I'm aware and conscious again. Guess what? Time is on us, Joe. It's not against, well, it's against us today. But look at that. I've been able to personalise my card. Happy 31st birthday. And that's all with that one tiny stamp set, which I just think is absolutely fabulous. You are never going to tire of using this. What's that?
If you had the monogram foil stamp dies, you could have foiled the number on there, couldn't you?
Oh,
There's an
get you
idea.
cross crafting there,
Do you think that would be a good one?
Absolutely, it would.
We
Now-
haven't had any foiling, have we? I haven't done any foiling shows on Crafts TV for ages.
Do you know what? I was supposed to be here on Wednesday, but they forgot I were down at Create and Craft. So I think somebody's coming in and doing the foiling show. I'm gutted. Let me just tell you, I'm gutted because I love my foil press machine. But I think it's
On
this Wednesday. I
Wednesday?
think there's a foil craft. Sorry, a foil
On the
press.
last Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm sure it's this Wednesday coming. I'm sure
Okay.
we haven't had it. I'm sure it's coming up. But yes, so I'm a little bit upset. But
Lots of people remember Bodger and Badger, apparently, according to the comments.
you'll tell me anything, Joe. You'll tell me
You.
anything. You will tell me anything.
Awesome.
I've just heard. Did you hear in his ear?
It's Leanne and Ben on Wednesday doing that.
Fabulous.
After this demonstration, Debbie, or as soon as you finish this,
Yeah.
we need to vote on
Yep.
our favourite demonstration of this show. I will also let you know what's coming up over the next few days as well, what shows are when here on Crafters TV, so you don't miss anything too. So we'll do all of that after this demonstration before the end of the show.
Right then, Joe. So that's my stamped image. When I have coloured it in, look at the difference the tri-blends make when you colour it in. It pops off, it brings it to life. And tri-blends are absolutely fabulous for this kind of effect. And again, this is your 31st already, so I'm going to put that to one side, I'll use that again. And I've taken my scissors and fussy cut it all the way around that, because I thought I can. And then you're just going to use that to one side. Taking about this 4x6 card, what I've done is, and I've used the template from the ring binder, but I've done it, and what I've done is I've stuck a score line in the centre to create the easel part. I've already done my matting and layering with the most gorgeous papers from this kit, and I've based it on the bottom here, and I've also done it on one part of the flap, which is the bit that is the easel part, and that's going to sit up at the front. However, we need to add as well a little stopper. So I've taken some more, and I'm not using much cardstock here, Joe. That's a tiny little scrap of that. And I've used the stamp again. So many candles. I love it. And again, I'm just going to give it a little, what's the word I'm looking
Manipulation.
for? Manipulation. Thank you, Joe. Manipulation again, just to give it a little bit of a curvature. And you can do that with a bone folder. You could take your bone folder and literally just do that. You could also do it with your, if you haven't got a bone folder to hand, you can take your pokey tool and you can curl it, and you've got that lovely curve there with your pokey tool as well. Or you could just plain and simply do it with your fingers too. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a curl up, because I want it to curl up as well as curl down. Let's pop some hot glue on either side, and we'll add that to my stopper. And then on the back of that, I am going to use some foam pads. So put that on, and then grab myself a long foam pad. Oh, I've got a big chunky square one. Oh, I might have to have two of those. And this is going to act as my the wedge. Let's call it the wedge.
The wedge?
The wedge behind that stops your easel card from flopping over. That's the right word. It's a wedge.
Flopping over?
Yeah, do you know your easel
Oh,
bit?
stop, like a stopper?
Yeah, stopper.
Oh, okay.
I give it a new word. So, don't ask me why, but there we go. I'm going to act that as that's going to act as that lift up there, and I'm just going to pop that up, and it keeps it upright, but it also folds nice and flat too. So when you pop that on, all I need to do now is decorate the front of my card. However, let's bring back in the most useful dies that are in this craft kit, the ones that you're going to use time and time and time again, because these are going to be able to use to get your perfect mat and layers. And it's those gorgeous nesting dies. I'm just going to run both of those through there. Pattern paper, plain paper, and let's just fold that over. I'm going to bring my MIDI back onto the desk as well. Let's just hold that there. Oops, don't you move, stay there. Wait a minute. There we go. Right, so bringing my MIDI back in. Let's put that on there. You saw me going downstairs then, didn't you, to go and fetch it?
Oh, no, into the basement.
Well, yeah, down in my little basement. You don't want to see what's at the back of here. It's rather messy.
Is it?
Yeah, well,
You'll
three
get told
shows
off.
down, it's rather messy. No, we're not getting no cameras in and having a look what's behind back of here.
We
Normally,
can move those overhead cameras now to get a look at the mess, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, no, no. Do that when Craig's here, because he's nice and tidy. He's nice and tidy. Well, do it when Jan's here. She's nice and tidy. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, do you know, Joe, I got that carried away with myself. I've done my dies the wrong way round. I've done my pattern paper on the bottom. And then that one. Hopeless. Hopeless, Annie. However, as if by magic.
In Blue Peter style?
Blue Peter stylish. We've got the two already cut. I'd already pre-cut. I am sad. Did you notice?
What you couldn't hear is as I did that. Stylish. Producer Laura did it exactly the same time.
Really?
As well.
At the same time?
I think you you've been spending too much time together throughout the course of a pandemic when you say the same things at the same time. I reckon me and Laura, I've spent more time with Laura since March than I have anyone else I know. And I think Laura is probably exactly the same, because over the first lockdown, it was just pretty much me, Laura and Sarah for the whole time, when we weren't allowed to see anyone. And now obviously we just work together all the time. So I'd say, yeah, this year, Laura's probably the person that I've spent the most amount of time with. And for that, Laura, I'm really sorry.
Oh, bless you. Oh, that's when I practically lived at Peterborough, when that first lockdown. I actually moved down to Peterborough for perhaps the entirety of the first lockdown.
Well, lockdown 3, Let's hope, third time lucky, Debbie, this is the last one.
Oh, I hope so.
Fingers
for
crossed.
everybody, I hope so. So all I'm going to do, have you noticed I'd give it a little bit more of a shape there, Joe? I took my bone folder to give it a little bit of a shape. It just lifts it off a little bit, but what I'm just going to do is hold that into place till the glue sets a little bit. And then that is ready to go on to the front of my stepper card.
It looks awesome.
So let's just pop that on, and I'm going to place that down just for a second. Let me hold that flat, because I'm just going to get that down centrally.
You're liking your hot glue today, Debbie?
I love my hot glue gun, Joe. I do use my hot glue gun quite a lot. The reason being, it's quite an instant. I know it's hot to start with, but it adheres quite quickly. And it is super, super strong as well. So the only thing I always say is when you're using a hot glue gun is just take care, because it is hot. And I know that because I have burnt myself with hot glue before. So you just take your time, take care with it. But the results are fabulous and instant as well. So you're not going to get any droopage on that one, Joe, because that is now set. And I've even got on there my lovely so many candles.
Really, really gorgeous. Right, do you want to show us all the things you've made so far in this show, Debbie?
Yes, I'll go and grab them off the shelf,
you
Joe.
go grab them. While you're grabbing them, I'll go through what's going to happen tomorrow, and then I'll give you the rest after we've done Debbie's. So tomorrow, Craft Vault is up to 30% off core products. And core, there's some good deals on there. See what I did there? From things like Gemini's all the way through to balsa wood and papers. I don't know why I've started to really up the dad jokes recently. I apologise. The masterclass tomorrow, which is going to be myself and Debbie, is our pop-up box dies. You're going to want to make sure you join us for that. I'll be here for Second Chance Sunday with Craig as well at 4 p.m. UK time, and then myself and Craig with the 7 p.m. Craft Vault show for you as well. So with you 6 hours here tomorrow. Right, Debbie, what have we made so far? Well, the royal
Right.
what have we made in the show?
We started with a really quick, super quick card using just a couple of the elements from there. So that was the Love Heart one that's for
So
Peter
let's call
Kay.
it the heart one, that one.
Yeah,
Vote heart.
for Peter Kay. Keep saying that. For Peter Kay. That's for him. Just for him. And then we moved on to that beautiful box. That die is just gorgeous. I love this. Honestly, that die is probably the favourite die in that set, with that beautiful wreath as well.
Awesome. So we got the heart, we got the box.
Yep. Then we had for you, Joe, this one.
Ah,
Specially designed
special
for you.
friend.
My special friend
So let's-
who loves a shaker card.
I love a shaker card. So you can go for heart, you can go for box, you can go for shaker.
And then lastly, we've got our lovely 31
Or
birthday easel card.
Absolutely. So heart, shaker, heart, shaker, box or cake.
That's it.
Let me know in the comments right now. You've literally got 2 minutes to vote this time. 2 minutes. Right. Let me tell you then what is coming up on Monday. I almost told you about the pre-production meeting I'm having at 10:30. Can you tell I'm going through my calendar to show you what's coming up on these shows? We will be having that. You won't be there. Craft Vault is 3 for 2. Both shows on Monday, which is awesome. Then, launch day. Oh my word, it's a big one. It is the brand new Sarah Signature Collection on the launch day. That will be at 1 o'clock, which is awesome. And then Monday Makers. I will be here with Jan for Monday Makers, which will be absolutely awesome. And then Sarah will be up at 7 p.m. I think it's 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. I won't be here. She will be live with Adam Freeman over on the HSM page. I can't remember at the moment which page it is they'll be live on. We'll give you full details of that as we go through. It should be streamed, I think, onto our Crafters Companion USA page as well. Then Tuesday, it's myself and Leanne here with Craft Vault. That'll be fun. I haven't worked with Leanne for ages. I think maybe November, last time we worked together. Then I am up with Lizzie for Softer Side on Tuesday. So I'm imagining that Lizzie will be Skyping into us for that. That will be fun. Make sure you join us for that. Launch party then as well. Again, me and Leanne again for launch party. That'll be great because we're going to be looking back at, we've got the new Crafters Inspiration magazine launching. We've got Sarah's signature and some Totally Tiffany stuff for you as well. That's going to be a load of fun. And then, of course, I'll be up again with Leanne for Craft Fox. I've got Leanne all day with a little bit of Lizzie in the middle there. And then I know Leanne is back again with Ben on Wednesday, and then Ben will be here with you for a few days as well. So it's going to be a really action-packed weekend here on Crafters TV and into next week. I'd say the big one there, the highlight for me, is going to be that brand new Sarah signature launch with myself and Sarah on Monday. We've had some images in as well, which we love, from the Year of Craft. This one's coming from Patty Baumgardner. As you can see there, that is a really gorgeous card. She's also used as well something from, hasn't she used that front element? It's from a different collection. That is from one of our subscription boxes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the builder characters.
That's the one.
Little cute one, that one. But look how gorgeous that that beautiful memory book is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at it, it's fabulous. I love it.
It's really fantastic, isn't it? She's also done a little sort of memory book here as well.
Oh, that's what's inside there. That's so
That is the same.
lovely.
That is the
I bet
project
that's
that
the
which you're the cover of.
grandkids. I bet that's the grandkids or a kiddies. Absolutely fabulous. Love that.
Wonderful. And Carol. Oh, we love Carol. When she's not asleep at the theatre.
Carol, beautiful. When she's not yet. That is absolutely
I
beautiful.
love that Carol's done something a bit different with that. So whereas a lot of people have used that as a sun, Carol's used that to frame her flower, which was an interesting way of using it.
That's beautiful. I love that. Really gorgeous.
Shelley White has done this. What's better than a shaker card? A triple shaker card, Debbie.
Oh, look at that. How can I see Winnie the Pooh there? Oh, look, be happy. That is so cute. I love that one. Fabulous.
And then Sheila McCourty has sent this in love. I love that colourway there from the Year of Craft.
Colours on that, I just love them. So bright, so beautiful. They're fabulous, Sheila. Well done, that's absolutely gorgeous.
Really awesome. Then Michelle Harris sending us this one in as well from the Year of Craft. Just goes to show you how versatile it is, the amount of different things that you can create. Gemma Swift says to me, Bodger and Badger are never far away. They're not, Gemma. No, that is how the song ended, Debbie. I know you're thinking, where is that from? So Bodger and Badger are not a figment of my imagination. I'm glad about that. Kieran saying how impressed she was with your fussy cutting, Debbie, as well. I need to let you know that, drum roll, the winner is the box.
Yay!
The box is
Lovely.
the
I
winner.
love that box. Thank you.
So that will be going onto the crafty cabinet as well, and we'll make sure we pop that up there. Debbie.
Yes, thank. Yep.
We're back in an hour, aren't we? What can we expect from that second Craft Vault show?
Do you know, more Scoremaster,
Fabulous.
maybe a bit of Ultimate Pro. There's some stamps on there, some more. The pop-ups, I love the pop-ups. I'm passionate about the pop-up words. I think they're fabulous. So might try and squeeze a demonstration in there. But don't forget your fancy dress pictures. I'm dying to see these. Oh
yes, I need to dig some pictures out from the phone. We'll send a few in of dress-ups, and we will share those out for you as we go through our 7 p.m. show. Make sure you join us for that. Don't forget as well how awesome the deal is on your Year of Crafts. A great deal. Club Inspired Platinum members can pick this up today, $103.99 or $127.99, which is fantastic. Everyone's going to get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling on that as well. Now, if you would love to come and join us and be part of our Craft House show, absolutely you can do so. Email us studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk and we will try and do our best to get you on with us. As I said, there's loads, another show coming up still today. Oh, do you know what I didn't tell you about on Monday and Tuesday? How rude of me. Wake Up Call with Craig, of course, will be here 9 a.m. UK time, Monday and Tuesday as well. It's because it's not in my calendar, you see, so I couldn't see it. But yes, so make sure you join Craig for those shows as well, because he's going to have loads of fabulous stuff on those shows. Don't forget to check out your baskets. I can't wait to see, those of you that have gone to this today, I can't wait to see the projects that you start making and all of the awesome things that you come up to. We'll see you back here in an hour. So big thanks to Debbie, as always. Huge thank you to you guys at home. And we'll see you back here in an hour at 7 p.m. for the final instalment of our Craft Vault. See you then.